What's up, guys, and welcome back to another video. We're home. We made it home. Got everything unpacked. Car's back in the garage. Trailer's back over here, hanging out, waiting for the next run. Gonna be Southeast Street N Yeet. We got 1 month before Southeast Street N Yeet. So before we do it, we've got a few things that happened while we were on race week that we want to sort out and make sure we are good to go for Street N Yeet. Well, the first step is we're going to try to take away all that kind of jumpiness, that haziness, that 13-14 with this bad boy, DSX triple idler. Other than that, we're going to take the spark plugs out. We're going to put all brand new plugs and everything. We're going to take the fuel injectors and have them cleaned and flowed and put those back on the car. Try to see if we can't just do a bunch of regular maintenance stuff to make sure that the boost spike goes away, and put that idler on there to make sure that we don't get any belt hazing. Which is what we were told is probably what's going on there, is the belt's starting to haze a little bit. So we're going to get some more belt wrap on it. All right, next up on the list. If you look right here, this is a log from one of the Bandamere runs. We had the last 3 runs at Bandamere. This one was the worst, but keep an eye on that boost pressure. See how it's kind of just stumbling around, 14, 13, 14, 13. Kind of doesn't really stay there. And then we get to 7,000 RPM. And all of a sudden, bam, 17 pounds. Boost spikes real hard at 7,000 RPM. It does it in, this is 3rd gear. It also does it in 2nd gear, not as much. So why did the boost jump up? We don't know. So we're going to adjust that. Well, talk about a plan not coming together. Got the triple idler on there, got the belt on there, fired it up, sounds great. We actually did go and get a set of headers for it. So we got a set of headers for the car. But then when we fired it up, it did this. So then I took the belt off of it and fired it up again and heard this. Now you can see, got the valve train off and found this. So that one looks good over there. This one, you see how shiny that is? There's actually a little, try to see if I can move it. Yeah, you see that little indentation there? You can feel that with your finger. And it has beat up the top of the valve. Making Street N Yeet seems unlikely. Right, so, garage. That is an engine with no heads. Come to find out, I screwed up. I ordered the wrong size push rods, slapped them in there, and this is what you get. When you order the wrong size push rods, you break stuff. So I'm an idiot, but we knew that. So, moving right along. Took the heads off, sent them out to Borowski, had him look at them. Here's what came back. So they came back all freshy fresh. Everything's good. They're all fixed. All the valves came out. So what he did to fix it, we had 4 intake valves that had issues with them and 4 rockers that had issues because, you know, me. So awesome Borowski, we shipped him the heads. He gets them. Same day, they turn around. The head guy takes a look at him, goes, oh yeah, no, we got this, no big deal. Machined 5 thou off the top of the valves, reconditioned it, cleaned them up, sent them back out, and they had them turned around quickly. Like, real quickly, as in, we're going to make Street N Yeet. I don't understand how they're able to do it. Huge thank you to them for doing it. They really stand behind the stuff that they do, which is kind of awesome, and I'm real happy about that. So, today, we're going to slap them back on. The only thing we don't have is we don't have the rockers. We beat up those rockers pretty bad, and they're comp shaft mount rockers. So they're not like something on the shelf. Comp doesn't have any. This one doesn't have any. That one doesn't have any. Comp tried to sell us some. Comp did this, and it just wasn't happening. So Comp really was not helpful. But guess who was helpful? That's right, Borowski was helpful. We shipped him the rockers. Like, no problem, send them to me. I got a way to fix them We'll fix them all up. We'll send them back. We'll get new rockers on there. Biggest thing that we ever did, and the best thing that we ever did, was calling Borowski the first time for this stuff, because it just has been an amazing experience. And they're just sitting here trying to keep us going. All right, let's put some heads on.
There you go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Something like that.
It's so
all right.
clean. Not like what it looked like when we took them off.
No. All right, well, now we got to clean up some bolts and washers, slap them on there, just kind of hand tighten them for the moment, and then start the other side. This side sucks.
Does it? Yep, right there.
Wow, I can't believe I put that on that easily.
Like butter.
On a CTS-v, no less. That's impressive. Well, sometimes you get lucky. Oh, this is going to be terrible to torque down.
You got this.
One of the great lies we tell ourselves. You got this.
There's room. Look at all that room.
Yeah. Uh-huh. All that room. Can I just tell you that doing head gaskets in a CTS-v kind of sucks? But we're there. It's all back together. A couple of broken bolts later because, you know, I'm stupid. And, you know, I felt that it was going to break. But no big deal. Got another bolt. Put it in there. Got to hook the exhaust up. And then we're going to try to fire it up still without the blower belt on, so I can hear. The good news is that took the oil out, cut the oil filter open, looked good, put all the water in, you know, over there it is. Put water in, purified drinking water, because only the best. And nothing's leaking out. Turned the key for the fuel lines, and all the fuel stuff I didn't screw that up either. No leaks on the fuel lines. So the good news is that it looks like I know what I'm doing. The bad news is that something always gets screwed up. So if I have no leaks in the fuel lines, no leaks in the water system, everything else kind of went back together, but I only broke one bolt, that means that something else is definitely wrong. So it's not going to go back together, and it's not going to sound great, and I'm going to have to tear it all apart. Again, I'm sure. So, but might as well get to that point, right? You know, if I'd kept my mouth shut, probably wouldn't have had a problem. But my mouth didn't stay shut. Engine is all back together. Coil packs are on. Valve cover's on. Everything looks great, right? Fired it up. Chattering like hell. I didn't take any video because I was angry. So I started pulling it apart. What I find, the stock LSA valve covers, these guys, don't fit with LS7 shaft mount rockers. Things that I didn't, you know, why would they fit? Shaft mount rockers are taller. It's not gonna fit. But I didn't think about that. So, all right, we're trying to get the Street N Yeet, right? Let's make it work. So, a little bit of fine Dremel work later on both valve covers. They no longer hit. Cool. Put it back together. Man, this thing is quiet. She's dialed. I'm like, yes! And then it warms up. Like, what? Are you kidding me? Here's the thing. Here's what we got. This is what the valve train looks like. Intake, exhaust, blah, 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 blah. Once she warms up, this intake rocker and this intake rocker, which right now, you know, they're tight, no lash, everything's good to go, right? Take a feeler gauge, you're 0, preload's good, blah. Fire it up, let it warm up. Hear ticking, pull the valve cover off. We got 8 thousandths of lash between the rocker and the valve stem. Let it sit overnight. Goes away. No lash. So now it's a, well, what is going on here? Called Johnson, who makes the lifters, they're 2116 LSRs. Basically, our push rods are now too short. 7.80s are too long, 7.950s are too short, but they're only too short by a little bit. So we need custom length push rods. Well, here it is Monday when I finally figure this all out, because of course Saturday, Sunday, nobody's gonna answer the phone. It's weekend. We're supposed to leave for Street N Yeet Wednesday morning. Need custom length push rods. So here's the deal. A set of custom length push rods are the third set we will have bought for this, and they're 3 times as expensive and take 4 times as long to get. Long story short, we ain't getting them before Street N Yeet. And after just tearing this thing apart, not willing to break it for Street N Yeet. So what I'm saying is, purple car's out of Street N Yeet. We're not going to make it. Now, for the good news, we are not taking the car on Street N Yeet. We are still going to Street N Yeet. We're going to ride around in my pickup truck, part of Yeet Fleet. Basically, if you've seen Rocky Mountain Race Week, you know they have that Road Week thing, where you don't race, you just kind of follow everybody around and, you know, hang out, have a good time, cheer everybody on, go. We're still going to go. We paid for everything. We got the time off from work. It's right here. It's going to be beautiful weather. It's going to be like in the 60s and 70s. Perfect boost weather. We still have a bunch of our friends going. So we're going. So, to not leave you guys high and dry for a Street N Yeet video that you were waiting for 4 days, we're going to do a video with my buddies. You won't see Sharon's car racing, but what you will see is Chris Atkinson's CTS-v wagon that was in another video on Race Week. He's coming. Matt Meadows' 2021 A90 Supra, the black car that I've heard some people call the Grim Reaper. It is I think he's the second fastest Supra in the world. You guys will still see videos. You'll see videos of Street N Yeet. They will be of Chris's V-Wagon, Matt's Supra, and us doing stupid stuff. Because we don't have to race. We don't have any stress. So we get to just have fun and hang out. So that starts in a couple days. So in a couple days, you'll be getting those videos. But for now, purple car's out, down for the winter. We'll still be making stuff. And then while that's down, maybe the Camaro's gonna make a comeback. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys later.